Have you ever stood up and felt like your legs just hesitated for a second? No sharp pain, no injury, just this weird heaviness, like your body is trying to tell you something. A lot of us chalk that up to getting older. But what if it's not just aging? What if your legs are quietly calling out for help? And the answer isn't surgery or therapy, but something as simple as a vitamin you're not getting enough of. Let's find out. Sometimes, small changes like adding the right nutrients can completely shift how your body moves. Many people over 60 are discovering that the solution isn't complicated. It's about knowing what your body is missing and giving it just that. After 60, your body starts changing in quiet ways. You might not notice it at first. Stairs feel a little steeper. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. You're eating fine, staying active, but something still feels off. Most people call it aging, but sometimes it's just a signal that your body needs a little help. And that help might come from 3 essential vitamins. They're not fancy, but they work, and they could help you move with strength and confidence again. Let's be honest, aging is real, but not everything you feel is just getting old. If your legs feel heavy, your balance feels off, or you get tired just walking across the room, something deeper might be going on. And the truth is, most people over 60 are quietly losing muscle every year, up to 3% annually. In 5 years, that's a chunk of your strength gone without warning. It sneaks up. One day you're hiking, the next struggling with stairs. Why? 3 big reasons. Vitamin deficiencies, slower blood flow, less movement. Each one chips away at your strength without you noticing. But the good news? You can fight back. And it starts with knowing what your body's really missing. Let's start with the most overlooked powerhouse, vitamin D3. It is not just another supplement you pick up at the store. Think of it as the on switch for your muscles, nerves, and bones. Without enough D3, everything in your body slows down, especially in your legs. You might start noticing your steps feel heavier or that your balance is off when you get up too fast. And it's not because you're out of shape. It is because your body is low on something essential. Here's the thing. After 60, your skin does not absorb sunlight the way it used to. That's a big deal because sunlight is one of the main ways your body produces D3. On top of that, your kidneys and liver, your body's natural converters, get a little slower too. Add in more time spent indoors, and it is easy to see how D3 levels quietly drop. But the effects? They are loud. Low D3 can mean weaker bones, slower reflexes, and muscle fatigue that makes stairs feel like a mountain. Even worse, it affects your nerves. That tingling in your legs? That sudden wobble in your step? It could be your body struggling to keep the communication flowing between your brain and muscles. Now, let's talk numbers. Studies from the University of Birmingham found that seniors who took just 800 IU of D3 for 5 days experienced nearly a 20% improvement in leg strength. That is huge, and they did not even have to change their routines. Just one small shift, supplement, made a major difference. In China, researchers noted the same thing. Add D3, and seniors felt stronger, steadier, and more confident moving around. Harvard's Geriatric Center also weighed in. Their research showed that seniors low in D3 were 40% more likely to fall. 40%. That is not a small risk. That is your independence on the line. So, how much should you take? For most folks over 60, the sweet spot is between 800 and 2,000 IU daily. But it's not just about the dose. Timing matters. D3 is fat-soluble, which means it needs to be taken with food that contains healthy fats, like eggs, avocado, or salmon. And don't take it at night. It might keep you up. Morning or midday is best. Now, can you get enough D3 from food? Honestly, it is tough. 1 glass of fortified milk gives you about 100 IU. A piece of fish maybe 500 IU if you're lucky. To hit your target, you would need to eat like a nutritionist every single day. And let's be real, most of us do not. That is why a supplement often makes more sense. Who really needs to pay attention? If you've had a fall, struggle with balance, feel stiff, avoid the sun, or eat a mostly plant-based diet, D3 should be a priority. It is safe for most people, but like anything, too much can cause issues. So check with your doctor if you're taking more than 4,000 IU daily. Bottom line, vitamin D3 is your body's reset button. It tells your muscles and nerves, let's get back to work. If you want to feel lighter on your feet, steadier when you move, and more confident in your body, D3 is where you begin. Now let's talk about a vitamin that often gets overlooked but plays a massive role in how steady you feel on your feet. Vitamin B12. If D3 is the switch that powers up your system, B12 is the wire that carries the signal. It connects your brain to your muscles, especially in your legs. When that connection starts to fade, your body sends out subtle warning signs: weakness, tingling, numbness, or that odd feeling like your legs are asleep, even though you have been moving all day. Many seniors mistake these symptoms for general aging, but more often than not, it is a B12 issue. And here's the kicker. Your body's ability to absorb B12 decreases dramatically after age 60. Even if you eat a decent diet, the stomach acid needed to break down and absorb B12 just is not there like it used to be. This is even more true if you're on medications for acid reflux, like omeprazole, or take metformin for diabetes. Both can interfere with B12 absorption, leaving your body running on fumes without you even realizing it. So, how do you know if B12 is your missing link? If you feel off balance for no clear reason, get random leg weakness, or even struggle with memory or mood swings, your B12 levels could be dipping. You might also notice brain fog, minor depression, or trouble concentrating. Symptoms people often chalk up to stress or age. But B12 touches almost every system in your body, especially those that keep you upright and thinking clearly. Let's look at the science. In one study from Oxford University, seniors with low B12 levels were more than twice as likely to fall as those with healthy levels. They also walked more slowly, lost their balance more often, and felt less confident when moving. Another trial, published in the Journal of Gerontology, gave older adults 1 milligram of B12 daily for 8 weeks. Participants reported less leg numbness, faster reaction times, and better muscle control, all from a small supplement they could take with lunch. B12 helps your body to make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. It builds the protective sheath around your nerves, making sure that signals move cleanly and quickly. Without it, your muscles don't know when or how to respond. That's why your legs may feel disconnected or clumsy. So what's the best way to take it? Methylcobalamin is the active form of B12. Your body doesn't have to convert it. That means quicker results and better absorption, especially for older adults. You can take it as a tablet, lozenge, or spray. Just make sure it goes under your tongue or with food. Avoid taking it with coffee or tea, since caffeine can block absorption. If you're over 60, eat little meat, take antacids, or have diabetes, you're a prime candidate for B12 deficiency. And because B12 is water-soluble, the extra gets flushed out, making it one of the safest vitamins to supplement. Bottom line, B12 is not just a brain vitamin. It is a movement vitamin. It restores that body-to-brain connection and gives your legs the green light to move with purpose and precision again. Now let's talk about the final piece of this trio, vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This one doesn't get the same spotlight as D3 or B12, but trust me, it's just as crucial. Think of it as the fuel that actually gets your muscles moving. Without it, your body can have all the other nutrients, but it still won't function right. That's because thiamine is what helps turn food, especially carbohydrates, into energy your body can actually use. When you're low on thiamine, everything just feels heavier. Climbing stairs feels like lifting bricks. You might even feel tired just getting out of a chair. Your muscles are starving for energy and you're left feeling drained, even if you've barely moved. Many older adults don't realize they're low in B1. They just think it's part of getting older. But here's what's really happening. As we age, our ability to absorb thiamine from food decreases. And if you're taking certain medications like diuretics for high blood pressure or antibiotics, it can flush thiamine out of your system even faster. Even modest alcohol use can interfere with thiamine absorption. And let's be honest, many seniors don't eat as many whole grains, legumes, or organ meats as they used to. So what are the signs you might be running low on thiamine? One big clue is fatigue, especially in your legs. You might feel out of breath going upstairs, or your legs might feel like they're dragging behind you. You may also experience muscle cramps, especially in your calves or feet. In more severe cases, people report feeling dizzy when they stand up or having a fuzzy, mentally tired feeling that just won't go away. The science backs this up. A study from Tokyo University in 2021 found that over 30% of seniors tested had low thiamine levels. And these individuals walked more slowly, had less leg strength, and reported more muscle fatigue. But here's the good news. When given thiamine supplements, most of them noticed real improvement in just a few days. Another study published in the journal Neurological Sciences showed that 82% of patients with chronic leg fatigue reported feeling stronger and more energized after taking 100 milligrams of thiamine daily for just 1 week. How does it work? Thiamine fuels the Krebs cycle, your body's main process for creating energy. This cycle happens inside your cells and powers every muscle movement, from lifting your foot to standing tall. It also supports your nerves, especially the ones that control your legs and feet. Without thiamine, it's like trying to drive a car with no gas. Nothing moves the way it should. What's the right dosage? For therapeutic purposes, doctors often recommend 50 to 100 milligrams of thiamine daily for older adults experiencing symptoms. Since it's water-soluble, any extra just gets flushed out in your urine, making it very safe. Take it in the morning with a protein-rich meal, and avoid alcohol, coffee, or black tea, which can mess with how your body absorbs it. Bottom line, if you've been feeling like your legs are too heavy or like you've lost your get up and go, it might not be age, it might be thiamine. Restoring your levels can help you move more easily, feel lighter, and get back to doing the things you love with energy and purpose. Now that we've covered each of the 3 vitamins, D3, B12, and B1, let's talk about how to bring them together in a way that works with your daily routine. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually take all of these without it being complicated? Good question. The key is timing, consistency, and pairing each vitamin with the right type of meal. Let's start with vitamin D3. Since it's fat-soluble, your body absorbs it best when taken with a meal that contains healthy fats. That could be something like eggs, avocado, or a small bowl of Greek yogurt. So, breakfast is your best bet. Take 1 D3 capsule right after breakfast and let your body soak it in while you go about your morning. Now for vitamin B12. This one helps boost energy and alertness, so the early afternoon is ideal. Take it around lunchtime, ideally with a balanced meal that includes protein. Make sure you avoid coffee or tea close to the time you take it, because those can block absorption. A simple lunch with grilled salmon, steamed vegetables, or even tofu works perfectly. This gives the B12 a chance to support your nerves and sharpen your focus for the rest of the day. Then there's vitamin B1. Think of this as your body's morning fuel. It's best taken with breakfast, along with your D3, especially if your breakfast includes whole grains or some kind of protein. It kickstarts your energy production and helps your muscles feel lighter throughout the day. So, by combining B1 with D3 in the morning and B12 in the early afternoon, you're setting yourself up for consistent energy, balance, and mobility. Here's a simple daily setup. At breakfast, take your D3 and B1 with scrambled eggs, some whole wheat toast, and a slice of avocado. Then, around lunch, take your B12 with a veggie stir-fry and grilled chicken or tofu. You don't need to overthink it. Just stay consistent, take your vitamins with meals, and listen to your body. When done right, these 3 simple additions can act like a well-oiled machine. They complement each other, and together, they give your legs, nerves, and energy levels the support they need to keep you moving confidently. Let's pause for a second and really take this in. You're not just hearing about vitamins. You're learning how to regain control over your body. And for so many seniors, that's the turning point. The moment they realize that the heaviness in their legs, the stiffness in their joints, and even that occasional wobble when getting up from the couch, it's not just normal aging. It's your body asking for help, and you now know how to give it exactly what it needs. This is the moment when it clicks. Vitamin D3, B12, and B1, they're not magic pills, but together they create a foundation. They wake up your muscles, recharge your nerves, and put the bounce back in your step. It's the kind of difference that sneaks up on you. One morning, you stand up without bracing yourself. You climb stairs without stopping halfway. You notice you're walking just a little faster, a little taller. It's empowering, right? Because now you know it's not too late. And it's not as hard as you thought. No personal trainer, no expensive programs, just smart, consistent choices and a few vitamins that support what your body was built to do in the first place. Move, balance, and feel strong. And here's something really important. When your legs feel strong, your confidence grows. You're more likely to get out, go for a walk, visit friends, or even dance a little. Because you feel safe. You feel capable again. That's the moment this stops being just about vitamins and starts being about your life. And honestly, that change in confidence, that could be the spark that lights up the rest of your health. Because once you're moving more, you're breathing deeper, sleeping better, and smiling more. And that, right there, is how a small step becomes a big transformation. So, what did we really learn today? First off, it's not just about age. It's not even about slowing down. It's about understanding your body better than ever before and giving it the support it's asking for. The truth is, many seniors don't feel weak because they're old. They feel weak because they're missing something vital. And that something can often be as simple as a few specific vitamins. D3, B12, and B1. Think about it like this. If your car was running low on oil, would you just keep driving and hope it gets better? Of course not. You'd top it off, do a little maintenance, and get back on the road with confidence. That's exactly what these 3 vitamins can do for your body. They give you back the traction, the spark, the stamina. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a big overhaul, and you certainly don't need to accept feeling tired, wobbly, or stuck. What you need is to take action, even just a small one. Start with 1 vitamin. Notice the changes. Feel the energy come back. Feel your steps get lighter. You see, aging gracefully isn't about fighting time. It's about partnering with it. It's about using the wisdom you've gained to make smarter choices and protect the independence you've worked hard for. And the best part? Once you take that first step, maybe it's adding a capsule to your breakfast, maybe it's walking a few extra steps each day, you'll start to feel something shift. That shift is momentum. And momentum, my friend, can change everything. Because when you move with intention, even if it's small, your body listens. And soon enough, those small moves add up to real transformation. That's how strength returns. That's how balance improves. That's how life starts to feel like yours again. Now that you know how these 3 simple vitamins can make a real difference in your leg strength, energy, and balance. The ball is in your court. Do not wait for another stumble, another moment of weakness, or another missed walk in the park. Take action today, whether that means booking a blood test, grabbing a supplement from your local store, or just starting the conversation with your doctor. Your journey begins with a step, literally and figuratively. Start small if you need to. Maybe it's taking that D3 pill with your breakfast or adding more whole grains to your plate. The important thing is to start, because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to get back your momentum. These are your legs, your energy, your life. You deserve to feel strong, balanced, and confident again. So let's take that first step together right now. Leave a comment and let us know what you're trying first. So let's take a moment and really think about what we've learned. It's not just about vitamins or facts and figures. It's about choosing to take charge of your life after 60. If your legs have been feeling weak or heavy, it's not just getting older. It's a signal, a message from your body asking for help. We now know that vitamin D3, B12, and B1 play powerful roles in helping you regain strength, balance, and energy. This isn't guesswork. It's backed by real stories and real research. You deserve to feel steady on your feet. You deserve to feel strong. And sometimes, all it takes is the right information at the right time. That moment of clarity. That one choice to start something new. Let this be that moment for you. You're not stuck. You're just one small decision away from moving better, feeling better, and living stronger every single day. Before you go, I want to ask you something simple. If you've ever felt your legs growing weaker or your balance slipping just a little, don't ignore it. These 3 vitamins, D3, B12, and B1, could be the small shift that gives you back your strength and confidence. So take action today. Talk to your doctor. Try a supplement. Share this video with a friend who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips that keep you strong, steady, and thriving.